Hello, first graders. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're excited that this week is the last week of school. It's the last week of your first grade. And today it is the last day we get to do grammar together. Now, although I'm a little sad, I am not going to let sadness get in the way. We are going to celebrate. What are we going to celebrate? Well, we're going to celebrate everything that we've learned this year. You, first grader, have learned so much in grammar. When you first came into our classroom, Mrs. Bennett's class and my class, when you first came into our classroom, you didn't know what a noun was. You didn't know what a verb was. How about rules of a sentence? I don't think you did. You didn't know what an adverb was. You didn't do what an adjective was. Now, did you know what article adjectives were? You did not. How about a preposition? Or an object of a preposition? No, you came into first grade not knowing any of those parts of speech, but you do now. You know how to identify them. You know how to classify a sentence, and you can tell me which is the noun, which is the verb, which is the adjective and the adverb. You can tell me the rules of a sentence. What else have you learned this year? Let's think about it. I bet you anything that when you first started first grade, you didn't know how to alphabetize. Maybe you did, but you didn't know what it was called. Did you know the three main parts of a library? Did you know plural and singular? How about common and proper nouns? You have learned so much this whole year, boys and girls, so we have so much to celebrate. So even though perhaps it's a little sad that we can't be together for this last lesson, we are going to turn that frown upside down, and we are going to celebrate. And how are we going to celebrate? We are going to go over our jingles, and then we're going to review all those things that we have learned. Oh, do you remember synonyms and antonyms? I just remembered right now. We learned so much about synonyms and antonyms, didn't we? So we could add that to our list. All right, are you ready? Let's begin with our little noun jingle. Here we go. This little noun floating around names a person, place, or thing with a knick-knack, paddywhack. These are English rules. Isn't language fun and cool? How about the verb jingle? A verb shows an action, there's no doubt. It tells what the subject does, like sing and shout. Action verbs are fun to do. Now it's time to name a few, so clap your hands and join our rhyme. Say those verbs in record time. Wiggle, jiggle, turn around. Raise your arms and stomp the ground. Shake your finger, wink your eye. Wave those action verbs goodbye. Very good. How about the sentence jingle? We all like the sentence jingle. Here we go. A sentence is complete. When 5 simple rules it meets. It has a subject, and a verb. It makes sense with every word. Add a capital letter, and an end mark. Now we're finished, and aren't we smart? Now our sentence has all its parts. Remember, subject, verb, complete sense, capital letter, and an end mark too. That's what a sentence is all about. Very good, boys and girls. Are you ready for the next one? Adverb. What is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb. An adverb asks how, when, where. To find an adverb, go, ask, get. Where do I go? To a verb. What do I ask? How, when, where? What do I get? An adverb. That's what. Very good. How about our adjective jingle? Here we go. An adjective modifies a noun. An adjective asks, what kind? Which one? How many? To find an adjective, go, ask, get. Where do I go? To a noun. What do I ask? What kind? Which one? How many? What do I get? An adjective. That's what. Very good. And let's finish off with the article adjective jingle. We are the article adjectives. Teeny tiny adjectives. A, N, V. A, N, V. We are called article adjectives and noun markers. We are memorized and used every day. So if you spot us, you can mark us with the label A. We are the article adjectives, teeny tiny adjectives. A, N, V. A, N, V. Very good. All right, boys and girls, I wish we can go over all of our list of the things that we have learned in grammar because the list is very, very long. So you should be very, very proud of all the work that you have done and all the learning that you have done because you have learned so much in grammar, and grammar is so important for us to be able to write well, to identify all of these things that we have learned in first grade. And now you are ready to go to the next level of grammar in second grade. Yay! Okay, what we're going to do right now is a review. You are going to do a different review after this video. For the time being with me, we're going to do a review together. You don't need anything for the review. I just need you to listen and I need you to call out the answers while you hear me ask you the questions. And after our video is complete, then you're going to get your review. It looks something like this. You're going to get that out and you're going to complete that review on your own, independently, to see how much you can do on your own without any help. And if you do need help, raise your hand and somebody will come and help you. But try to do as much of it on your own. Okay, so we are going to do the grammar review, and I am just going to have you answer the questions out loud on the review, and after the video, then you get to do your own review. All right, I have a sentence here, and guess what we're going to do with this sentence? We're going to classify it. What does this sentence say? Let's read it together. Several young children played happily in the park. All right, so are you ready with your classifying skills? Here we go. Several young children played happily in the park. Who played happily in the park? Children. Subject, noun. What is being said about children? Played, verb. Played how? Happily, adverb. In, preposition. In what? Park, object of preposition. What kind of children? Young, adjective. What kind of children? Several, adjective. Several young children, subject, noun. Played happily in the park, complete predicate. In the park, prepositional phrase. Very good. I hope you classified that along with me. I am sure you're all experts by now because even before spring break, you were all doing so well with classifying. I'm sure you're just doing better and better. So very good. So that was the first question on our review, is to classify that sentence, and we just did. The next question tells us to alphabetize. So we have the letter K, we have the letter D, the letter R, and the letter N. And we need to alphabetize those letters. So, which letter should go first? Did you say D? My D is not very good, is it? I think it needs to be a little bit taller here. D. That's right. D will be first because D comes first in the alphabet. What would be next? K, R, or N? Did you say K? Very good, because K comes after D. So we already have D, K. What comes after K? Would it be N? Would N come first or R? I think I heard somebody say N. Very good. N. And that leaves us with the last one, R. Very good. So there are our alphabetizing skills. Very good, boys and girls. In your review that you will work on, you're going to alphabetize words, not just letters, but words. All right, we're going to move on to the next, and we're going to work on contractions. Oh, we learned on contractions this year, didn't we? And we had a contraction surgery, because for contractions, we take two words, and what do we do with them? We cut out a letter and we join them together by something called an apostrophe. Very good. I have these here and we're going to do these together. Were not. What do we need to do to were not? We are going to take away the O and we're going to write our new contracted words here. Weren't. Very good. How about are not? What are not come out to be? Are. In. We're going to take away the O, put an apostrophe in its place, aren't. Now we're going to change wasn't, the contraction, into the two words. So we have was, we have N, it's a new word, we have an apostrophe, and we know that the apostrophe is there because we had cut out the O, was not. How about I'm? I'm is contracted for I, the apostrophe, that means we had cut away the M, I am. So there's a little review for contractions. You see how much you've learned this year? And in the review we're doing today, we're not going to review everything you've learned, most of it. So you should be so happy that you've learned so much. All right, now, last week we learned about 3 main parts of a library. Tell me, fiction books contain information and stories that are true or not true? True or not true? What are fiction books? True or not true? Oh, I see a lot of very good. Fiction books are stories that are not true. Very good. All right, how about this question? The most common reference books or book is the dictionary. Is that true or is that not true? What are reference books? Reference books, remember, they give us information and facts. So the question is, the most common reference book is the dictionary. True or false? That's right. It's true. The dictionary is one of the most common reference books. Very good. That talks about our library. All right, and we're going to end off our review with some um, past, present, and future tenses because you also learned about verb tenses, didn't you, this year? And we just recently learned about those. So we're going to read some sentences and then we're going to figure out whether it's talking about the past, present, or future. The girls skipped to school. The girls skipped to school. Is that past, present, or future? That's past. That's right. How do we know it's past? Well, first of all, because they have added an ed to the verb skip. And also, the action already happened. So if something already happened, it is the past. Very good. How about the next one? Mom gave me a big hug. Mom gave me a big hug. That's a little tricky one, isn't it? Is that past, present, or future? Gave. It doesn't have an ed. It's one of those funny verbs, but it's still a past tense because it already happened. Mom gave me a hug. It already happened. And we called that an irregular verb, didn't we? Very good. Okay, the next one. My flowers will grow in the spring. Is that past, present, or future? Future, that's correct. Very good. It has the helping verb will, and we know that that action has not happened yet, so that means it's the future. All right. The wind blows a cool breeze. Is that past, present, or future? It is, that's right, the present. It is happening right now. And actually, I do see some wind out the window, and the breeze is blowing a nice breeze. Very good, boys and girls. That is the end of this review that I'm doing with you. And it is just a way for you to remember all the things that we have learned. And it is also a great way for you to practice. I would like for you to get your review now. I am sure your parents have already printed it out for you. So get this review, put it in front of you, start working on it, and I would like for you to do it, or as much as you can. I would like for you to complete it on your own. And if there are a few little items that you're having difficulty with, ask your parent so that you can understand how to do it, or maybe you just need a little reminder. But I'm sure you're going to do great completing that review. All right, boys and girls, it has been so fun teaching you grammar this year. It has been fun teaching you through the computer as well, making these videos so that you can find grammar helpful and you can find grammar necessary as you begin to read more and more. And then when you begin to write more and more, all of these tools are going to be so helpful for you. Thank you, boys and girls, for being such great students. You are doing well, and I'm so happy for you and so proud of everything that you have accomplished this year. Bye, boys and girls. That's it for grammar. Have fun doing your practice review, and tomorrow and Wednesday, you're going to continue to do some more practice work of all the things that we've learned this year. Have fun.